This week's Nightfall is the Shield Bros. This is a harder solo and can be a long solo because of the boss fight. The boss fight takes frickin' forever by yourself. You gotta kind of plan stuff out. And especially this week with Grounded on and Trickle. Oh, this Nightfall sucked, dude. So, I don't know. Try and find a buddy or two to do it with you, because if you got 2-3 people, this Nightfall is easy. This Nightfall is a freaking joke. But by yourself, because Trickle's on and Grounded's on this week, this is a very tough Nightfall. And let me go get this guy's orbs, because Trickle's on. This can be helpful. Have half my super, maybe, or almost all of it. Oh, come on. Oh, my dude won't sprint. Come here, little orb. It's going to roll all the way down the hill. Come on with all that. So the beginning of this Nightfall, everything leading up to the bosses is super duper easy. The Nightfall basically occurs at the bosses. I'm going to pretty much be in fast forward up into the bosses. It's very easy, the stages beforehand. Oh, and then the little match modifiers on as well this week, which also sucks. That's where, you know, if you're shooting a guy with an arc gun and he has a solar shield, you're not going to be doing a lot of damage to his shield, which is really annoying, especially for the boss fight. So if some of you guys don't have good guns, that's why I was saying, if you can get a friend or two to come in here with you, it makes it that much easier. I'm not saying you can't solo it if you have crappy guns. It's just going to take longer, and you're probably going to get stressed out. I mean, even me, I'm at 312 to 314, depending on what weapon setup I had. I mean, it took me with the boss fight. The boss fight probably took, I'd say, eight or so attempts to do. So, you know, I don't know. It might not be a viable option to solo this week because of the setup of the modifiers, but if you still want to try, go ahead and try, guys. It's, you know, I'm not going to ever say don't try. That's why I post these videos for the people that play by yourselves, so you can kind of see the strategies that I use to complete it. So the first thing that's mainly up is the tank. Tank is really, really easy. You just have to be aware of ads that run up the ramp. So you're just going to shoot legs, and when you kind of hear those Cabal coming up, you're just going to fall back. And the tank doesn't take too long. If there's, you know, specialist is on or there's a burn on, you're going to breeze through this tank. Just make sure to, you know, use the pillars right here. So when he's in the back of the room, he can't even shoot you. Just work on that front left and front left and back left. I guess right from my point of view, but that is on his left side. And once he comes into the room, fall back a little bit, see if some Cabal are coming. And I love how they have this firewall, but they still have the little lane that you can leave. I mean, just have the whole thing be a firewall, and then nobody can fall back. So basically, shoot the tank, you know, see if there's ads. If there's ads coming up, do what I'm doing right now, fall back, kill ads, rinse and repeat, guys. You're going to move up carefully. You're going to shoot legs. I'm going to fast forward again here. I mean, this is pretty straightforward, guys. You're going to shoot the tank, work on a leg, fall back. You're going to move up carefully, work on a leg. More ads are going to come up the ramps and be near you. Fall back, shoot them. Be careful when you're moving through the little fire pit. I'm just fast forwarding through all this crap because you guys don't need to see me shoot ads. And when the tank's up in the front like this, he can shoot you, so just be aware of that. There are little areas back here he can, you know, squeeze a shot through. And this thing, you know, sometimes you're going to get one-shotted by it, and that sucks if you have to start it over again. So I'm just working on the front left there. I see some Scions spawning, so I know they're going to start making their way up here. Fall back. I almost died there. I know it's really, you know, fast forward. You guys probably aren't even noticing my health bar, but I almost died there. Be careful with the Scions, man. They're really dangerous, even though they're not ultras or anything like that. Now, the tank fell back into the back room. That's where you want him to go. If he goes back there, that's awesome. So front left's down. I got one leg down. And I see some ads, but they're not coming up. It's just a few Scions. So I'm going to try and squeeze a couple more shots off here. Just ignore that guy. So that guy's got the solar shield, and with the little match modifier, at least I think it's called match. I don't remember what it's called. So here we go. He's in the back, and I'm going to work on back left. And, you know, around this time, once you start shooting him a few times, he's going to try to move across to see you. That's fine. Just use this left pillar right here. If he's in that back room, he's not going to be able to hit you. He's only going to be able to hit you, maybe do some splash damage once he moves up into the room. So if he's in the back of the room, you're perfectly safe, unless ads obviously come up. So here he comes. He's coming into the front of the room. I'm going to fall back real quick just to kind of regroup and recover. I'm going to fast forward again here. And the front right leg and the back right leg of the tank, those are the harder legs to get. Though if you move to the other side of this kind of area that's up top, they are a little bit easier to hit. You'll see that in a second. I'm going to move across to the other side. You just have to be careful. That's why you got to make sure to take out all the ads, because, man, those things are super annoying. So I'm just working on taking out all the ads that are around. I'm going to try and sneak out here. And you can shoot the right side from right here, but it's just a little bit more dangerous because you got the fire behind you at your back and you're kind of trying to juke shots, and sometimes you can back up into the fire, and a lot of times he can hit you or do splash damage. I'm just fast forwarding here, guys. This fight's a little drawn out by yourself. If you have a buddy or two, this tank fight goes super duper quick, and this is a really easy Nightfall with a team, so I would highly suggest trying to find some people to do it. You'll see here in a second I'm going to move to the opposite side and just trying to make sure that all the ads are gone and we can kind of finish off these final 2 legs. The final 2 legs are annoying. Just the tank's turned around or you can't see him. You don't want to get one shot at it and have to start the tank battle all over again. So you see here I'm on the other side. There's no ads. The ads are down below. I just have the back right. That's the only one I have left. This thing just refuses to die. Man, if only we had old school Black Hammer, this thing would be so quick by yourself. You would just be pummeling these legs, just shot after shot after shot. For people that weren't year 1 Destiny players, man, the Black Hammer, that thing used to be, oh, that thing was awesome. I miss it. I'm just super duper fast forwarding here, guys, to the very end so you can kind of see the last couple kill shots on this leg. Come on, it's almost dead. There we go. Now, there will be times where there's an ammo crate down there. Because the Nightfall has checkpoints, you can go down there and get it if you want to. I would suggest not and just moving on. I was checking to see if there was some heavy ammo crate in the back. Sometimes there is, but it's just a waste of time. Just move on. So for this next part, since there are checkpoints, you can try and run through. Though I have not died here yet on a Nightfall. I don't know if this will take you back to previous, like if it will just keep you here or if it will move you back to the tank. So you might just want to spend 2 or 3 minutes to take out these ads. Hunters, you can just switch to Blade Dancer and run on by. If you are going to try to run on by, make sure to take out the big black orb, because as you're running up to these ads, it is going to slow you down. And with Grounded on, this might not be a viable running situation if you can't go invisible like a Hunter can. So Titans, Warlocks, just take a little extra time to take those ads out. Hunters, just run on by like I'm doing. I'm going to fast forward this whole next room. This next room, guys, you're just shooting ads. Shooting them from a distance. It's either going to be some Cabal or it's going to be some Taken. It's not anything too difficult at all. Just shoot everything from a distance. Use your snipers. Use your pulse rifles, whatever you're using. Use rockets, machine guns, whatever it may be. There's also a calcified fragment in this room, so you'll see here in a second. I've already gotten it, but I'll show you kind of the area I remember getting it. So I'm going to go back for some special here. That special crate will be there every single time. I've always had it there. So there's a calcified fragment in this rubble somewhere. I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly where it is, but it's somewhere over there in that little area where I was shooting. So if you haven't gotten that calcified fragment, definitely go take that out. Okay, so this is where the Nightfall starts. Titans have bubble on. Hunters, I would have a bow and arrow on or golden gun. Kind of pick your poison there. Warlocks, self-res, obviously. Now, there are some different ways you can go about it. I'm going to show you guys the kind of, if you have multiple people, what I think you should do, or what I do. You don't have to do it. It's just how I do it. Now, if you have multiple people, get your shotguns on, and all you got to do is be kneeled down, so crouching, and the boss that does the jump and the friggin', Titan Smash Slam, he can't hit you. You'll see here in a second, I'm going to have an example of that. So what you would do for the first guy, all 3 of you get around him, crouch, and just shotgun the hell out of him over and over and over again until ad spawn. But for the solo, we're going to be up on this hill right here. This is where we're going to live and die, is on this hill with the solo. But I will show you the shotgun strategy here real quick, just so you can kind of get a glimpse of that. So basically what we're going to do is you're going to crouch down, and all 2 of you or 3 of you are going to shotgun the hell out of him, right? Then ads are going to spawn. Work on taking out ads, and he's going to retreat or whatever after you do that a few times. And then the second guy is going to come out, friggin' Blastoise. You can do the shotgun thing to him as well. You don't have to crouch because he doesn't have a melee. But after the second guy retreats, you're probably more likely not going to be able to do the shotgun crouch thing, because this guy leaves behind those little flame pools. So you see here, just an example, I'm crouched down and he can't hurt me. See here, he cannot hurt me. As long as you're crouched down, he cannot hurt you. You use a shotgun, you can use your primary. You can use your sword But with the sword, after you swing, you're going to be popped up in a standing position. So you'd have to swing, crouch down, swing, crouch down. It's just easier with a shotgun. It's a lot less work to do and a lot less timing. So that's just kind of the example for you guys if you want to do that. Remember, after the second boss goes away for the first time, you're not going to be able to do this anymore, more than likely because this guy leaves behind the flame pools. We'll call him Charizard. And Blastoise, he has a melee that will wreck. So here's the solo strategy. I just wanted to show you guys that for people running with a partner or running with 3 people. You could do the shotgun thing for the first 2 kind of phases and then go to the hill for the final 2 phases, which you'll see here. For heavies, do not have a sword on. Okay, I love the sword, and I'm sure majority of you love using the sword. Do not have the sword on. Have a flame. Not flame, solar. Have a solar heavy if you can. If you can't have a solar heavy, have a solar sniper, a solar fusion. Have solar of some sort because there are going to be some Cabal guys in here with solar shields, and with the little match modifier on, you need that. Now I'm using Red Death. You do not have to use Red Death as your primary, but I wanted it on just so I could re-heal because these ads are super annoying. So you see how I'm staying on the hill right here, and friggin' Charizard over here, he's not going to come over here. Now there will be times where he's going to be a dick, and he's going to come all the way over here even though you're on the hill, and he's going to smash on you and you're going to get wrecked. Just make sure you're on the hill and you can kind of work your way off, do a couple of sniper shots, but you see every single time he's coming around cover and he's going to move forward a little bit, I'm going to move back up the hill. So here comes the first round of reinforcements. The first round is super duper easy. Just take these dudes out on the right first. It's just going to be a couple phalanx with some shields, and then there's going to be, I don't know, 5 to 6 scions across the room. They will make their way over to you. Just make sure to take these right guys out first. I'm going to fast forward here a little bit, guys, until the next phase. I won't go too fast so you can kind of get a grasp of what's going on. So right now I'm just killing the scions. Make sure to take out the ads, okay? Don't worry about the boss. Take out these ads if you're in here by yourself. So the ads are gone. I'm just going to continuously move down. And sometimes the ads, like, they usually should come in waves, but you saw there, that Cabal guy randomly came out, and you'll see a couple more guys randomly come out. That will happen sometimes, and I don't really know why it happens, but just be aware of that. Don't get, snuck up on, because that's the way you can get killed. So I'm taking those guys out, making sure. And I got juked, and they gave me the special ammo box. There's going to be a lot of times you will get the heavy box. So if right there you saw how he was getting really close, you need to shoot him so he runs away. If you don't shoot him, sometimes he'll keep coming forward and forward, and then he's going to come friggin' Titan Smash right on your face. So once you get him about past half health, I'd say at about 45% health, 40% health, he's going to flee, and a next wave of guys are going to come, and this is when you're going to want some solar stuff. Solar special, solar heavy. So you'll see here, I don't know, he's probably 40% health or whatever, and it says he's going to flee. Now you could still shoot him if you wanted to, but I'm going to get ready for ads. So here we go. Here's first solar shield. I'm going to use my heavy machine gun, which is solar, to get his shield off, and then I'm going to switch back to my primary. I want to do that because I want to save as much heavy as possible. Work on the scions. There's going to be a few shielded guys. I believe there's one with each side, so one to the right door and one on the door straight across. There he is right there. Work on taking out those scions, man. Those scion flares, or not scion flares, but the scions, they're little Hayukit that can travel up this little hill right here and still hit you. So just be aware of that. So that wave's gone. Here comes Blastoise. All you're going to need to do is snipe Blastoise. Now you could go up there if you wanted to, and you could do the shotgun thing, but then you would have to worry about his blast. So since we're on the hill and we're at this angle and we're close enough to him, his blast, I don't know if I look up, I forget, but his blast is just hitting the wall above my head. And I'm going to switch to Night Stalker for the 4th wave of enemies, which is the hard wave. That is the hard wave of enemies. I think it's the 4th wave or 5th wave. I'll explain it when it happens. It's the wave that happens after you kill Charizard, brother. You'll see. I'll explain it. So basically, or no, it's not the 4th wave of enemies. I'm an idiot. It's the 6th wave of enemies. There's 2 waves for each brother, and then they'll both come back out. If you need to leave the hill to go get ammo, leave the hill with Blastoise. You do not want to leave the hill with Charizard. That is just asking to die. This guy, though, he's not going to move at all. He's just going to sit there. He might move a little bit, but it's fine. So I'm going to fast forward here, guys. Basically what's going to happen is you're going to take them down a little bit. Some ads are going to spawn. And with this wave, the third wave, there are going to be some solar shield guy, cabal guys, so make sure you got some ammo ready for that. There's only going to be one though, and it's going to either come out the right door, it's going to come straight across from you. They're going to do more damage. Same thing like with the Charizard, brother. Once you get him at about 40% health, he's going to flee, and another wave is going to come. Now this wave will have 2 ultras with it, some scions. There shouldn't be any shielded guys, if I remember correctly. I don't think there are. No, there are some shield guys. I see them coming out right now. So this is a tougher wave. The 4th wave is a harder wave as well, but it is not going to be as hard as the 6th wave. That wave is friggin' annoying. So just work on taking these guys out. Once you take out this wave, the brothers are going to come back out. Both brothers will come back out. You need to focus on Charizard. Do not shoot Blastoise at all. So once the brothers come back out, you see here, just clear those guys out. Get some ammo if you want to. Leave a guy behind. Make sure that you're back up on the hill though when they spawn, because the last thing you want is have friggin' John Cena over here, Charizard, to come slam on you real quick. So reinforcements are going to come in. The 5th wave is super easy and is not going to, be anything overwhelming. There's no ultras or anything like that, and I don't believe that there's any shielded guys. Solar shield, yeah, there's no solar shield guys. There's just some phalanx and some, regular cabal guys, a scion or 2, but nothing too overwhelming. Now, once you take them out, the next wave will spawn once you kill Charizard. You need to plan accordingly. Because Trickle is on, you need to have your super. Titans, Bubble, Blessings of Light. Warlocks have self-res. Hunters, Golden Gun or Bow and Arrow, whatever you want to do. Okay, I don't know. I went with Bow and Arrow because I wanted the double smoke grenades, and I don't know. It's just what I preferred. Golden Gun, you only get 3 shots, whereas with the tether, it's going to tether the guys, and they can kind of shoot at you, but it's not as much. They kind of can't shoot at you. So what I want you guys to do is make sure you have full heavy. At this point in time, switch off of your solar machine gun, whatever it may be. You need a rocket launcher. If you're already using a rocket launcher, that is fine. I'm going to use Truth. If you don't have Truth, that is fine. And look at this. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Come on, grant me some ammo, game. Look at this sporadic spawn. And that grenade didn't kill him. Oh, jukes. Juke moves. Barry Sanders juke. Give me ammo, game. I don't want to waste this friggin' smoke grenade. It's going to take forever. Come on, game. I had to use it. It refused to give me ammo. This game's trying to friggin' get me killed. So if you run out of ammo, perfectly fine. Don't go run for it. Just like every other Nightfall, if you've watched my previous videos, just like I said, it still isn't giving me ammo. I gotta take a seat. This is taking so long. It will grant you ammo. There we go. So have rockets, and make sure you have full rockets. 6 rockets, 7 rockets. Look at this friggin' nub. They keep spawning over here. And make sure you have your super, and make sure you have a grenade, okay? If you have to sit here, like I had to sit here for like 5 minutes to wait for this crap to spawn. So I'm gonna go super duper fast forward, and all I'm doing in like the 5 minutes here is waiting for my melee grenades, my smoke grenades, and my regular grenade, because you want everything, because this 6th wave is hard, dude. There's a Ultra with a solar shield. There's going to be an Ultra with just, the regular Cabal shield. There's going to be some Scions. There's going to be some Phalanxes. It is an annoying ass spawn. And because you're leaving Blastoise alone, he's kind of blocking if they stay in the shield. It's super annoying. So here we go. Super duper fast forward. I was sitting here, dude, for like 5 whole minutes waiting for my friggin' smoke grenade. It took so long with Trickle on. If Trickle's not on, you're not going to have to wait as long, but just make sure you're prepared. So after we kill Charizard here, the reinforcements are going to come. At that moment, Titans, pop your bubble, have Blessings of Light on, Warlocks and Hunters, get ready with rockets, and you're going to let those things just fly when these dudes hit out here. Do your double nades, Warlocks, Hunters, have the double smoke nades, or if you're doing Golden Gun, throwing knives are really dumb. That's maybe use Night Stalker instead. So I'm going to use my super here, and you see these dudes are flowing here, doing the double nades, and now we're just going to let Truth fly. Truth is not Gallahorn. If I had Gallahorn, this would be so much easier. If anybody had Gallahorn here too. I'm getting a little off topic, but just keep firing rockets, keep firing rockets, keep firing rockets. Titans, this is going to be super easy for you. this is not going to be a hard solo for Titans because you will have your Blessings Light Bubble. And I almost die here, and I couldn't get that last guy, and I didn't want to chance it, so I'm running away. But because Charizard is dead, and we haven't shot at Blastoise yet, he is going to stay in that same position. Now, I'm going to have to super fast forward here again, guys. I didn't have any heavy, and I have no solar weapons on right now to take this guy's shield down. So I had to just wait for the opportune moment to pop a pack, switch over to my machine gun and pop a pack. Now, he did move a little bit, but if he is close like this, he's still not going to be able to shoot you on the hill there. But say Blastoise is right here in this area where I'm at right now. He will probably be able to hit you on the hill. If he's over on this side, he will definitely be able to hit you. He's over on these steps, he will be able to hit you. So be careful if you're on the hill. Just look up. If you see that they're not running into the ceiling, that means they're going to come down on your head and you need to run around. And I'm going to fast forward again. I was running around this room for like 5 whole minutes waiting for a grenade so I could possibly smoke him so I'd have time to go into my menu. I really wish they had hotkeys for this game. It'd be so much easier. Just use the friggin' D-pad or whatever. And you could just swipe over there. You could, set classes. Oh, if only. So basically, I'm just running around here for like 5 whole minutes waiting for a nade, waiting for an opportunity to go into my menu. So I got the opportunity to go into my menu and switched back to the machine gun that had solar on it and switched back to Red Death. Now I got to run around some more, run around some more, run around some more, run around some more. If you were to take out all the ads, including this guy, that is the last wave. Okay, now all you got to do is go into the Blastoise bubble, shoot him a few times. He's going to rotate and just do that over and over and over again. If you do not kill all the ads, like I did, you're going to have to kind of, ball out and basically run around and get this guy killed. If you don't have any ammo, you got to do what I'm doing right now. Just stay alive, wait for an opportunity to pop a pack. Now, if he's inside the bubble, the ad, he can't shoot you, but you can't shoot him. And I didn't really want to risk going into the bubble, so we kind of, danced around each other here. So I don't know if they changed this. I had not done this strike in forever. Maybe the last time it was the Nightfall I did the strike. But if I remember correctly, I thought that more ads spawned when you took Blastoise past like 20% health, but for some reason the ads didn't spawn. I don't know if they changed that, or maybe I'm just remembering the strike differently. Maybe one of you guys can enlighten me. I don't really pay attention to Destiny stuff, so I have no clue if they maybe fixed this a little bit or if it's always been like this. So I finally get this friggin' douche down. Golly, this guy was friggin' annoying. So guys, I'm basically just going to keep the rest of this in fast forward mode. All you're doing is running into his orb. Don't get too close though, because he does have his melee. You're just running into the orb, shooting it. He's going to fly away and just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Make sure not to run towards him. Wait for him to land, because if you're near him when he lands back down, you see here I'm looking up, so that's how it is. He can't hit me because he's shooting the ceiling. And I would also switch to a shotgun at this moment. It's just a little bit easier. Don't have a sniper on. You can also just use your primary the whole time, or you could use a heavy if you want to, though I would personally save the heavy for when he's flying away and you can shoot rockets at him then. So all you're doing, I know I have it in fast forward, but you guys are smart. You guys get I'm sure you guys already know how to do all of this, but I just like explaining it. All you're doing is just running into the bubble, shooting him. He's going to drop the bubble and he's going to either change position or he's just going to go in the same position again. And you're just rinsing and repeating that over and over and over and over and over. Now, I thought that new ads would be spawning, and that's why I wasn't really using my super. I wasn't using any of my heavy ammo, because I was like, dude, this last round of ads, oh my gosh, this is like my 10th attempt on the bosses. I want to get this stupid Nightfall done and get this video up for you guys so you can start your solos and see how I did it. That's why this fight took a little bit longer than it would have, but because that, maybe it's just for the Nightfall and not the regular strike, but those are the last ads. I don't know if they changed that, so I'm going to slow it down here so you can kind of see the last few times I do it. You're just running into the bubble, guys. You're shooting. He might back up a little bit and pop the bubble again. Just retreat, circle back around, and do the exact same thing. If he jumps in the air, again, like I said, do not chase after him. Let him land where he's going to land and then go to him. This is just kind of the last few moments here so you can kind of see the kill. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope this video was helpful. It is a easy solo up to the bosses, and then depending on the modifiers, it is hard. This is one of the harder solos that I have ever done. I personally think the previous solos that I've done, I let you guys know straight up if it's easy or not. I don't think that this is going to be soloable for everybody, especially if you don't have good guns. If you're only like 295 light, oh dude, this is going to be a rough solo. If you're a Titan though, you're going to have it so much easier because you can pop your blessings light bubble. So there we go. That is the last kill. We've done it. You've done it. And I really hope you guys get some good rewards because this is a long, hard solo. Do it with friends if you can. I know I've said that like 5 times in this video, but do it with friends if you can. I really hope this video was helpful, guys. I really do. And let's see what my reward is. I'm sure it'll be fitting. 3 of coins. Why do I even do the Nightfall? I mean, they're not that bad, but it's like, dude, I would take weapon parts. Oh, I'm so low on weapon parts. Give me like 100 weapon parts. I would take that over the 3 of coins. Xur sells these every week. Why is this a Nightfall reward? Whatever. Have a good one, guys. See ya.